Hey, so, recently I picked up a Lomo'Instant Square. This is what it looks like. It is a square format Fuji Instax instant printing camera. It's pretty sweet. I really like it. I've been having a lot of fun using it in the last week or so. So this video is a review. It's a review video. I'm going to be talking about it, what I think about it. So first up, this is a good alternative to the old SX70 Polaroid camera. It looks and feels extremely similar to that camera, and it also has that glass lens that the SX70 had with a similar focal length. Obviously you're shooting a different film stock than the Polaroid film stock, but the Fujifilm is actually pretty nice. It is a little bit smaller than the Polaroid one, but it's still square, and I think the color science is better at the moment than what Polaroid is putting out. Essentially, to take a photo with this bad boy, it kind of looks like all folded down like this. You pull the front, like the lens element forwards. Jeez, it feels like you're gonna break it, but I don't think you are. Maybe one day, but I'll let you know. And then again, like to put it down, you pull this lever in and push it straight down. So the camera comes with a built-in flash, and it does go off every single time you shoot a photo, unless you turn it off here on the back. It comes with a multi-exposure mode and exposure compensation. You can go up or down. You've got yourself a timer mode and a tripod mount if you're doing long exposures or nighttime photography. It also comes with this crazy little remote. This, I guess, is if you want to do some self timers or even like be away from the camera, boom, click the shutter, take the photo just like that. As you would expect with Fuji Instax film, you're going to get great looking colors pretty much every time, and your exposures are going to be pretty bang on. So far, as I've used it, I've put about 30 photos through the camera, and I haven't had any exposures come back overly exposed or underexposed. And I haven't really used the exposure comp buttons at all. Everything in the camera is automatic except for your focus. So there it does have your markings for 0.8 to infinity, but it's kind of like hit and miss. It's not exactly a perfect science. You can't exactly tell where you're focusing, so you kind of just have to wing it and feel out where the focusing is. Luckily the photos print and you can see them straight away, but it is kind of annoying to have to sometimes miss focus. I've learned to just kind of love the idea that some of the photos are out of focus. Like I have this one here, which was a selfie. It was pretty much like one of the first photos I took with the camera. It came out completely blurry, but you know, it gives it a different feeling and there's a story there. I didn't know how to use the camera, so that's part of the photo now. After a while you will manage to get focus on pretty much every time, but it's still kind of hard to feel confident with every single shot that you've got it right. Which kind of adds to the anticipation. You're kind of sitting there waiting for the film to develop, and just praying and hoping that you have focus correctly and that your exposure is on point and your framing's on point. It's kind of a crazy experience, but when you do get it right, it feels amazing. So there isn't any better ways that I know of to show you what it's like to use the camera than to show you what it's like to use the camera. I'm going to go out to Barton now where my parents have lived for the last 10 years and take some landscapes. We're going to get, you know, power lines, we got trees, but yeah, enjoy the footage. I'll be back in 1 second. First shot I'm going to put on the tripod and take a self-portrait in these trees. I've been looking at this photo from Alex Soth, just a kind of similar vibe to that, but with me in it. Alright, I'm going to do it. Turns out I don't have a battery in the remote, so I'm going to have 10 seconds to run into that field. I'm just going to try it, and that's going to be a funny photo. I think that was fake news. Nothing happened. Okay, the timer button is a toggle, so I have to toggle it on, press the shutter, and then run out there. Okay. I did it. Now we pray. Watch this. Crazy. It's really fun to watch it just come in, like develop before your very eyes. Holy f***, I got myself right in the middle, that's amazing. But my head is kind of hit by that tree. I'll take it. It's kind of sick anyway. I don't really know when it took the photo, but I look like I'm doing exactly what I thought I was going to be doing. I'm right in the middle, the framing's kind of exactly on. I'm now just going to walk up the hill, basically, like I started down the bottom of the hill here in Barton. I'm going to walk up the hill and just take a few more photos. One problem with Instax film, where do you put it when you take the photo? Luckily I have a car, but if you didn't have a car, where would you put the frame? Not in your mouth. There's another photo. I like how that bit of those bits of leaves kind of cover the colors on the right side, like the reds on the right side, and kind of mix it into like a pattern. Yeah, that looks pretty sweet. I'll show you that. I'm looking now for a school, and there's this crazy shot that I've been looking at from the top of a hill. You can kind of see over the landscape to the school. It looks fucking crazy, so I'm gonna go and take it now. That looks pretty good. I like the silhouette of that. I can't see exactly the detail, but ooh, that's exactly what I wanted. It's really nice to be able to shoot a photo and then like see it straight away and like have it be in your hand straight away. Like digital is nice because you get to see it straight away, but you don't like get to actually physically feel it, which is a big deal, huge deal. I'm gonna turn the car on. The next spot that I want to hit is going to be oh, hold up. From the car right here, these power lines look amazing on this tree. I'm going to take that and then we'll hit the next spot. I still have I've got 6 more photos, so let's hit this photo, then hit the next spot. There you go, there's another photo. See how that turns out. And the classic old boom, chika. Those are the official sounds. Oh, my car's on. Interesting. I'm gonna try and put the overexposure. I'm gonna try and do overexposure for these next ones. See what the difference is. See if it like brings it too high or f***s up the sky or something like that. Let's try it out. Okay, I've finished the whole roll. Those are the photos down there, as you can see, and some Powerade bottles, which is nice. Let's go back to my room now, where we can talk about what I think about these photos, and I'll give you some more tips after what I just learnt then. Good night and good day. Hello. I have the photos in my hand now. We're just going to talk about them really quick. I think the photos I got there today were some of the better photos that I've got on the camera. One thing that was really nice was being able to focus to infinity, so I didn't have to think about nailing focus every single time. I could just think about framing up, and it does seem like if you're framing up things that are far away from you, it's a little bit easier and a little bit more forgiving with the viewfinder that it has. Favorite photos of the day were just the first two, so these two here, the one of me in the forest and then the one of the caravan. The one of the caravan I like a lot because it's a situation and a place in Barton that I've seen and driven past 1,000,000 bajillion times, but I've never thought to take a photo of it. But now having a print of it and having it in my hand and being able to like display it in my room is really nice. I think that's something great about these Polaroid cameras, is that it's a good way of getting into seeing your work in a printed form. I do think it's important to print your work in general, and to have little cheap versions of that I think is kind of nice, and to only have this in a printed form is also nice. So for these last 4 shots, I put the overexposure setting on in the camera. I'm pretty sure that was maybe a mistake. They do look really cool and dreamy, but all the highlights are completely blown out. If you compare it to the one of the Caravan, you can see with the Caravan, even though it's a harsh lighting situation, just similar to this one, the colouring and everything looks much nicer in the Caravan one because it's not blown out. You can't really see what's in the shadows, but the detail is there. I think just because it's a print, it looks a bit darker than it would on your screen. This one here, you can see right into the shadows, but it lost the detail in the distance, which was the power or the radio towers that I was trying to get in the photo, which is a bit unfortunate. Maybe I'll go back another day and get that photo again. I do like how they look, especially this one here, which is just kind of like a road and a railing, some trees, and then you can't see anything in the distance. It kind of looks kind of eerie and interesting. Overall, I really enjoyed the camera. I think I'm definitely going to keep using it for a lot of different work and just basically bring it around with me everywhere I go. The lens is sharp, the noises it makes are really great, it looks awesome, and it's a lot of fun to use. So yeah, if you're thinking about it, definitely give it a go. I can't say what it's like compared to the Fuji one because I haven't used it. I'm sure the Fuji one would be fine as well, and you would have all the benefits of having printed work. But this one's really nice and it's kind of fun and quirky and interesting to use, and I think that kind of shows in the photos that I've got with it. Okay, thanks for watching that one. That was a really fun video to make. I'll be back soon with another video, but for now, have a good day. Don't forget to remember to forget when you get to the top of the shine. So see you later.